Can we show Chris Brockman's shirt? Patriot fan number one over here. He's got the, what does it say again?
Made for New England.
For
Trevor,
New England.
it's go time. Talk to me.
Trevor, does the Patriots O-line give Drake Maye any chance this week? Or is it that
the O-line themselves, I'd be a little skeptical of. Now, to be fair, Maye has played behind in not great situations before. When you look at UNC's offensive lines, the 2 years in which he was a starter, not like they were great either. He was pressured consistently. He was running all over the place. He had to deal with pressure, navigate a pressured and muddy pocket. So it's not like he was playing behind five-star offensive linemen in college, and now he's coming to a completely different situation. We've seen that be the case with college quarterbacks before. And so Maye at least has some experience playing behind an offensive line that, okay, maybe isn't the best. The Patriots, though, maybe it isn't the best, would probably be like the best compliment that we have for this team, right? Like if we were able to say that about the Patriots against the Texans this upcoming week,
How
I think
bad
that
is
might,
it?
It's so the numbers that we have indicate that it's pretty bad. 83 pressures allowed this season. That's tied for the second most in the NFL. 48.5 PFF pass blocking grade. That's the third worst in the NFL. So it's not dead last in those categories, but it's not where you love to be with a rookie quarterback going out there for his first start. Specifically, I think of the matchup that they have, right? You're going up against Danielle Hunter. You're going up against Will Anderson Jr. Your offensive tackles have to play incredibly well against those guys. And we know that DeMeco Ryans likes to be creative in how he's able to create those pressures as well. So those are the numbers that we have. Anybody who's been watching Patriots games didn't even need the numbers really to justify that. But this matchup specifically is also a really tough one because Anderson and Danielle Hunter are two guys who have a good amount of pressure so far this season.
Yep, it is a tough one, but it is one that I think we all saw coming. I said in August after one of those Drake Maye preseason appearances, I've seen enough, give him the job, but you look at the schedule, who they had to face the first month of the year, whether it would be the Niners and the Seahawks, Mike McDonald, whether it's the Jets and Robert Saleh, just give it a month, wait until October. There's a stretch then. And here it is. The offensive line is bad, but we're doing the go ahead, kid, run around a little bit and make some plays thing and hope you don't get killed. It'll be more fun. And maybe there's a chance at a play here or there. Right?
Yeah, Trevor, I'm also a Pats fan, but can I just provide just a little bit of pushback? Like, Jacoby Brissett was an iron deer back there. He's not making any plays with his feet. He doesn't have the arm strength or the vision to push the ball downfield. Drake Maye can do both of those things. Like, is there a situation here or a scenario where he actually helps the offensive line out with those skills that he possesses?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have gone to Drake Maye. I mean, again, it's a tough matchup, but it's going to be a tough matchup basically the entire year, right? I think the Patriots' schedule gets pretty favorable over the next couple of games for them to be able to start him and have a little bit of success. But yeah, I'm not really arguing with you shouldn't be going with Drake Maye. You got to play this guy eventually. Now, unless you said to yourself, the offensive line's terrible, we're not going to play him all year long, which I think would probably be detrimental to your investment anyways. It was going to have to happen. And there's not many matchups that you have in the National Football League where you go, oh, yeah, this is great. This is perfect scenario to start a rookie quarterback because perfect doesn't exist. So what you are saying is correct. And to Andrew's point, we saw that in the preseason. We saw Drake Maye give them the juice and be willing to push the ball deep down the field. And if he can make some quick decisions, if he can threat things vertically, anytime you're able to do that, you can get the defense to back off a little bit. But to me, that's what's going to be important. They got to get Ramondre Stevenson going. I know it's tale as old as time from every coach. They tell you to establish the run, but they do have to do that because they can't let these pass rushers just tee off on him the entire game. And then specifically, if Maye can hit one or two of these deep shots in the first half of this game, well, all of a sudden then you might have to think about him differently. Maybe the Texans say, okay, we can't play as aggressive in the second half. Maybe it becomes less of a dire environment for him for the entire game as we see it. So I'm not arguing that you shouldn't start him. Maybe this matchup specifically is a tough one, but you have to get him in there eventually. You've got to see what you've got. And like you said, he brings a higher ceiling than Jacoby Brissett does. So it was only a matter of time, and this is when they're doing it.
Yeah, I was also Googling iron deer here. I guess people buy those things.
Yeah.
You could actually buy an iron deer.
The idea is that they don't move.
Right? No, I get it. But Trevor, have you ever heard of iron? I thought it was a beer, like Iron Deer.
Haven't.
I don't
have
know.
not. I'm gonna
Maybe
be
I
honest
just
with you.
made it
That
up.
was one that
I mean,
I was just gonna roll with the punches
Feel
with it and be like,
free,
Feel free to take it. Feel
No.
free to take it.
Iron Deer beer.
Also, you get his
Look,
feet wet a little bit against Houston, and
Yes.
like next week, Jacksonville, not exactly
In
the
London.
greatest defense in
Yeah.
the world.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.